morning, Dwanas and Donna Zami. I'm so happy to see you guys again. I'm always happy to have another story time with you guys. And story time is what I love doing. All right, coolio. So today's story, Dwanas, I want to tell you about a time when Umeja One, Prophet Bishuri, stole my man away from me. Do subscribe if you listened to one of my stories. Just wait again. Go down to that red subscribe button and then listen to the story as I tell you what happened to moi. So Jonas, this was during a time when I was living my best life, yabo. I was very social at this time. So what type of life is girl living? I'm living a life, Yogoti. I'm busy, I'm up and down, I'm traveling, life is good, I'm smelling good. Like, it was a time when life was good, life was okay. I knew the who's who, right? Like, I was very social at that time, very social, to the extent, Yogoti, you know, I knew the girls, I knew the guys, we'd all hook up, we'd all, you know, sometimes I'd have people coming through to my place, and we'd all be chilling, ladies, gents, and that type of vibe situation. All right, cool, yo. So mommy is basically living her best life, yabo. Okay, so this one time, a friend of mine calls me up. A male friend of mine calls me up. This is a male friend that, you know, you meet through other friends and you end up becoming friends yourselves. That type of setting, that type of situation. Mommy stays in Lyndhurst. Mommy being Pemiti, right? All right, coolio. So this friend of mine calls me up. Hey, yo, Pemiti, what's up? Ah, I'm good. What's up with you? I'm good, boo. So where you at, Pemiti? Ah, no, I'm at my place. I'm chilling. At my place at that time, I stay in a 2-bedroom complex in Lyndhurst. At that particular time, I was staying with another girl. This girl was a friend of mine. In fact, when we got this apartment, we got it together, right? So when we moved into the apartment together, right? So we were known. It was Pemiti. I'm going to call this girl A grade, right? A grade, Pemiti and A grade stay together in a 2-bedroom complex. There we've got A grade's room on this side, we've got Pemiti's room, and then obviously we've got the lounge, we've got the kitchen, we've got like sorted wise. All right, coolio. Our apartment is looking good, guy. Like, we are those girls who are just the it girls. Now A grade is this type of chick that loves clubs. Like, she is into clubs, she's into hair, she's into makeup, she's into clothes. Sure. So this guy, friend of mine, comes through with some other guys. So now it's this dude that I know, and he comes through with 2 other guys. Now, as they come through, Pemiti, so what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know. I told you I'm just chilling, nothing much. This dude is like, okay, let's go through to, let's go downstairs. Because downstairs by where I stayed, there was it Ultra Liquor? There was a bottle store. I don't recall properly what it was called. But literally, when you went downstairs and you went out of my complex, right over there, there's a bottle store. And right opposite the bottle store, there is a butchery, a very big butchery with perfect meat. And there was a lot of people from other places in Joburg that used to go to that particular butchery to buy meat. That's how fresh the meat was. So it's me, A grade, and then it's these 3 dudes. Okay, cool. So he introduces these dudes. No, these are my boys. Boys, ubani lona, intro. Guys, these are my girls. Pemiti, now A grade Lana, and 2 of us, A grade are like super cute. Mommy, skata la karona. Rebantle, re cute, rachesa. Okay, cool. So we go downstairs, go down to the liquor store. Masfika la piana, siyatenga. Majida yakumulage at that time. I think still today, Hennessy is still trending. But my Hennessy, I think started 2-2. So there's Ama Grey Goose 2 for the ladies. There's Ama Hennessy 2 bottles for the gents. Starting in Ama mix. So dude is like, but Pemiti, you know what? We can't just drink without eating. Yeah, and what? So we do what? We go into the butchery. Butchery, gents, nyama, like everything is sorted. All right, cool. So we go up to my apartment. Now we chilled. We've got our booze. we've got our meat, we've got our A grade there. She loves to cook, so she didn't mind all this. Masfika get upstairs. Obviously, you know how it is at that time. Motherfucking Channel O, you know, in the background, if you had that Channel O playing in the background, and then you guys are sitting in the sofas, nangama drinks, lapho with coffee table, like vibe was nice, vibe was proper. Alright, cool. So we're sitting there, we're chilling. It's nice vibes, Donna. It's not even a matter of who wants who or who is doing what. It was just chilled vibes, yabo? Okay, as we're chilling like that, then I call up some other girlfriends of mine. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of us that knew each other at that time. As in, is Banban come through to my crib? Like, we wanted to make it, I wanted to make it more, like, even more fun. Because obviously we're there, we're chilling, we're having fun ourselves, we're talking, we're laughing, we're talking about those who like club lives are talking about, yo, at the club, last time, which club was trending? There was Cocoon in Sandton, there was, so A grade is talking about clubs and what's happening at the clubs, and there's people that relate to what she's talking to about clubs. Like, it was that type of vibe. Na channel Ola Piana. We are speaking about music on TV, and you know that time, kukere, see, I got my money, yo. Like, it was just nice. All right, so more of my girlfriends come up, and we are all just chilling, gumnandi in, yamo. All right, cool. So later, I think the guys decided, no, azini, let's go out, open spaces, wada. Then I was like, no, azin, let me chill, let me get left behind, wada. And it was cool because there were lots of girls, lots of guys. So whoever wanted to go went, and whoever wanted to go home or whatever, it was all cool. So that is how I met Umesta. It was on that day. But obviously on that day, it was never a matter of I like you, you like me, wada, no. So a few days later, after this, the same guy friend of mine called me up. Pemi T, what's up, girl? I'm okay. What's up with you? I'm okay. Listen, Pemi T, what are you doing at the crib? I'm like, no, I'm just chilling. Nothing much, wada. Dude is like, come over to Sandton. I remember we hooked up a butcher. There's this restaurant called The Butcher in Sandton. So he's like, come through, Mama. And I went to the butcher, and we hooked up there. They were having a meal. It was chilled vibes. I think there were some bottles of wine, but it was just chilled vibes when I got there. Ne? So obviously I joined the gents, and the same dude that he came through to my house with was there. So we chilled. It wasn't, I think when I arrived there, they had already eaten. They were just chilling, having some drinks. So, Pemiti, what do you want to eat? I ordered whatever I ordered, and the food came through. Gents are still chilling. Gumnandi, what, yabo. When I got there, there were like 3 guys. So one left, leaving the 2. One that the other one had come with. The 2 that had been at my place previously. Okay, cool. So now, as we're sitting there, eating, having some wine, wada, then this guy who I know now formally introduces the 2 of us. So, Pemi T, this is my friend. My friend's name is whatever. I can't call him whatever because he was not a whatever. Let's call him Putmadlisa. Oh, Putmadlisa. You remember I came with him to your place last time? Yes, I remember. We had a good time. Did you? So it was all that. We had a good time. Wada. Oh, really? Oh, cool. And then, so since we came through to your place, but Madlisa has been giving me a problem. Yeah, but Madlisa has been asking me for your numbers, and obviously I can't just give him your number before talking to you. So I thought rather than me bringing him to your place again or whatever, rather I introduce you guys formally, and then whatever happens from now on, I am not involved. So that was the situation. That was the proper intro to Ubud Madlisa, right? Ubud Madlisa, guys, as I said previously, unuka kamnandi, ugqoka ishati ezimhlophe, isize ingathi teddy bear, akekho sidudla, akekho slender, uhealthy nje, uhealthy, wewamona umuntu ubambekayo, umuntu unuka kamnandi, umuntu onamazinyo fresh, yonke into nje i-right, yonke into check nje, uyabo? hayi nami ngichaze ukuthi yo ngifuna ubhuti Madlisa uma ubhuti Madlisa ashisa kanje. I'm like, okay, but anyways, I'm not about to. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. And then, so what's he put Madlisa? But Madlisa's like, ah, no, has any girl. Since I met you a couple of days ago, I really like you. I like the way you carry yourself. But but Madlisa now, but they don't want these intentions people ngomoya. Now mele uzibambe ngestima. Zibambe ngestima. When usiso nestima. Now bazochazela mom. I like the way you carry yourself and the way you welcomed us to your place. And nje uyakhuluma ubhuti nami ngiyachazeka angithi ego ngistroke ego ukuthi ngosisi o classy. Ifa ngomona if unomona. And then I was like, yeah, uyangichazela ukuthi into ezikhulumayo vele with king he's stroking the ego so well. And then afterwards nami ngiyambona in and then Los introduced uyashiya manje. It's like, no. Mina kunezinto kumele ngiyenza. I've got things I need to go do. So if you don't mind, guys, can I leave you here together? Will you be okay permitting? I'm like, no, sure, no stress. And then he leaves. So it's the two of us now having this conversation. Permiti, I really like you, and I would like us to try whatever we try and see where it goes. At that time, daughter, I was single. Yeah, as much as I was a socialite and whatever, but I was single. So I'm like, yeah, when I access the brother, when you assess the brother, we are monuti. No, I am not going to say no to this one. I'm like, you know what? Let's give it a try and see where it goes. Okay. So we had the meal, we did whatever. And then afterwards we paid the bill. And then what happened? I think it was hugs. Then it was that walk around. You know when you walk around and near Kazan. But I remember Sandton City is a big shopping center at once. So we're walking around Mandela Square. We just that vibe nje yokuthi uyangichaza nami ngiyachaza and siyachazana and it's nice. All right, cool, done. So that's the flavor. And then what happened? I think later on, much later in the day. Then obviously he walked me down to the car. I went home. He went home. But now we are like constantly on the phone. We are WhatsApping constantly. We are just lovey-dovey. You know, Utando Lusha, like new love. That is where we are at all the time. Baby, send me your pictures. No, guys, I'm not talking about send me your nudes. We're not talking about nudes here. Just send me your picture. I want to see your beautiful face. Oh, send me yours. It's okay. Like, give vibe. And obviously, you're not going to choose just any pictures. You're going to choose a picture that was bona yokho ukuthi uyishaka umthumele umjida umuze ukuthi uhlanya west uhlanya more umjida aka understand ukuthi yo hayi lo mntwana ashe nene naye makuthumela picture uya-analyze ukuthi ya uyabona lana yo bana nini Gent comes through to my crib. Gent is not just coming through to my crib. Gent is doing things proper. Like when he comes through, he bring like a bottle of something proper. And it's not necessarily what we're going to be sitting chilling. He's just brought it like courtesy. Babe, have this at your place. Whether you put it away, whether you... Dude comes through. Dude comes through, baby, as in... I saw this perfume for you. That was the first time. Like, this dude bought me this Versace perfume. I don't know. It came in a box. What was it called? Versace what? I don't know. But dude was doing the most. When I googled that perfume, I think it was around 2005 or something. At that time, that was, for me, it was like, child. Like, dude was taking care. Oh, dude began empato. Because he would fetch me and he had taste. Izinto zakhe bekadlalela boMasantini, you know, bekadlalela boma. Dude himself stayed in Randburg, right? So whenever he would come through, sometimes he had an apartment that he used to take, that we used to go to, ne? Under the impression we would eat his apartment in Randburg. It was a townhouse complex, right? So we used to go there occasionally together, you know, lovers and friends and don. And one thing that attracted me about the guy, you know, even in conversation, it was... We would converse, we would laugh, we related, we clicked, yeah, we checked up on each other on a regular. Dude would assist with, I think, almost a rent at the townhouse complex. He paid it up. Like, he took care. And it was not a matter of which I couldn't pay my rent myself. I mean, when he found me, I was already staying at that complex. So obviously, I was able to maintain myself. But he wanted his presence as a partner felt. He was playing a role, and he wanted his role to be acknowledged. And I never thought that this guy was from Malawi. I initially thought he was Zimbabwean. Because, okay, he had an English name, so I couldn't really pick it up from his name that he was Malawian or Zimbabwean. Anyways, I didn't really care much about where he was from, because dude was looking proper, and what I cared about was just the way Patanga Kona. He treated me very well. I felt like a queen when I was with him. I felt like this person knows how to take care of me. He knows how to look out for me as well. And should I be in need, this is a person who I can always shout out to. Listen, boo, this and this and this has come up. He's someone who is ready to fall back on. Yeah, but ready that you can rely on and all. Coolio. So dude was driving a very nice car. He used to drive a Cherokee, a Jeep Cherokee. So financially, he was very okay, because not only judging from the car that he drove, the place that we went to in Randburg was very sorted. Furniture-wise, the furniture there was very nice. DSTV was up. Yonkinto was sorted. Gulia apartment. It was a very nice looking apartment. But obviously, guys, I had my own life as well. And I was not the type of chick who goes to a guy's place then and stays there forever for you to be able to pick up things. This is odd. This is odd. There was nothing that was odd. When I went there, I was going to my boyfriend's place and everything was okay. We did whatever we were there for, whether we spent the night, whether whatever. The next day I'm going home and we're talking on the phone. Whenever I called him, he always picked my calls. If he didn't pick my calls, he'd get back to me 10 minutes, 20 minutes later. Baby, sorry, I was in a meeting. I couldn't talk right at that time. But what's up? You know, so it was a healthy relationship for a couple of months. And then I think 7 months, 8 months down the line, dude came through as Penom to see me. When he came through, he is like, you know what, Pemiti, there are some things I would like to talk to you about. Yeah, so it wasn't anything strange to me, because we spoke about serious things before. Whatever I was going through family-wise, whatever I was going through in my personal life, he was my friend. He was my lover. He was my friend. I used to talk everything to him and whatever. Okay. So he came through. Let me see, there's something I'd like us to discuss. I was like, sure, babe, what's up? So he goes to me, you know, Pemiti, we've been seeing each other for some time now. I think we were like 7 months, 8 months in our relationship now. So there is something that I feel I need to confess to you. And you know, Ndwana, whenever someone says they want to confess something to you, automatically you sit up like this and you want to hear. I'm a confession, Ndwana. You can hear absolutely anything, expected or unexpected. So immediately when a person speaks about a confession, you raise your ears and you want to hear, boo, what's up? I mean, all along, Pemiti, you know, when we started this relationship, I didn't expect that it would go on as long as it has. But I have before had a relationship and it's never lasted as long as this one that I have with you has lasted. So what I notice about you is I enjoy you as a person. I enjoy spending time with you. I enjoy the conversations that we have. But as well, I cannot continue not telling you the truth. So I'm like, what's up, boo? Confess that. Tell the truth. Do what you need to do. So that's where I learned that this guy was actually a family man. He was actually married. He had his wife. He had 2 kids. And he had a life. He had a whole, total, complete life outside of the life that I had with him, right? And I was shocked. I was disappointed. I was hurt. I was like, yeah, but there's been no sign that you have. How come? And he's like, yeah, but that's why I'm explaining that I didn't think that our relationship would have lasted as long as it has lasted. So now it's starting to make me feel a bit uncomfortable lying to you or keeping this from you. So I just thought it's only fair that I inform you, and then hopefully you can find it in your heart to forgive me for lying to you for this long, but as well, hopefully we can still continue with what we have, because I really do like you, and I like you a whole lot more than I expected to like you. Huh? So obviously, guys, by this time, I like the guy a lot. I wasn't just going to be like, no, it's again, it's over. You lied to me. How dare you? Wada, yabo. And I was disappointed. I was let down. And you could see it, that I was really let down. Yamo. But this person has now put me in some sort of comfort zone, you know, where you know that whatever happens, I fall back on this person. And you know that this person is someone to talk to. Babe, my day went like this, my day went like this. Oh, this didn't go well. And as much as I had friends before who would do that too, but a friend and a lover are two different things, right? So this person had become my lover, my confidant, like whatever that was going on, he was almost the first person that I tell. So we had established that type of a relationship, and all was good, right? So now, as much as it hurt with this person is married, this person has got kids with someone else, they've got a whole entire other life outside of me. It hurt, yes, but as well, I couldn't just be like, okay, bye. You know? So I decided with no. In fact, I didn't make a decision there and then. I think somehow we just continued. So it was never a matter of, I hear what you're saying, but let's continue, or I hear what you're saying, but let's stop. It was never a matter of that. It was just a matter of, okay, I heard what you said, but things just continued the way that they were, all right? So, Manje, what is happening? That place in Randburg that you always take me to, whose place is that if you're married? Where does your family stay? I stay with my family in Randburg, but we have a house in Randburg in another different area. That townhouse is my townhouse, but it is not known in my family setting. So it's like his side house. Donas, please do not ask me, if this guy has got a side house, it means there's a lot of things he's doing. That is not what I'm about. That is not my business. My business is just in if you've got that place that has done me so much, because I think that place is the main reason that I didn't suspect this person could be married, because I knew where he was staying in my mind. All right, coolio. So we spoke about it. I asked whatever questions I felt were relative, and we just sort of just continued with our life and continued with our relationship. Coolio. So things continued being nice. Our relationship continued. I think eventually I came to accepting what he had told me, that he had married, and he showed me a couple of pictures of his family. He had a beautiful wife as well. He had a beautiful wife, had a beautiful family as well. And obviously, as much as you're being shown these pictures of the wife and the kids and the what, you're looking at the background as well. You can see that this guy stays in a beautiful house. Like, the money is there. You could see even the things that he was doing for me. You could see like, dude was doing the most, and I'm not talking about Lama Perfume 2005 ton. I am talking about proper things that dude was doing, So I appreciated this being in my life, right? I appreciated the things that he was doing. I appreciated the role that he was playing in Saipusha 1 year yavaleka at once. 1 year yaphela siyapusha no gumnandi in like gumnandi ethandweni. Nini manghamba when I'm traveling home, dude, like bank account with a baby girl, since you're going home, since you're traveling home, I've put something in your account. Please look after yourself, take care. If that I've put in your account is not enough, you can always holla, let me know, and I'll send some more. Life was okay. Dude was sorting me out. Okay, cool. Dude, again, I am going to Durban, baby girl. I won't be around for the next couple of days, but I put something in your account. So should you need anything, just use that. Dude has traveled overseas. makabuya overseas ongiphethele bomabhek ongiphethele boma like kumnandi ku-right nezinto ezinhle umtshita maye kuphi yangicabanga ukuthi no kuno-permittee kumele ngimphathele like that saphusha until what happened. After some time, manje dude comes to my place. When he comes to my place, when we're chilling together, in like you could see that this guy is now sort of absent-minded. You're sitting with him, you're chilling with him, and you can see that he's got something on his mind. Dude asked me, Uguti, Permittee, do you go to church? And at that time, really, guys, I wasn't going to church. I was like, yes. I do have a church that I attend, but I haven't been to church for a while. And then he asked me why. So I was like, no, a lot has been happening in life, a lot of changes, a lot of this. So I just have not been making the time to go to church. Then he goes to me, hey, that's very disappointing, Permittee. You know, as you're speaking like this, I was like you as well. Since I met you, even way before I met you, I had not been interested in church. Nothing has been putting me, like church has just not been an interest to me. But I recently found a church in Pretoria, and the pastor there, when he preaches, he's just shown me a whole nother angle to life. I, being myself, I, being myself, have got so much to be grateful for. I am extremely blessed, especially financially, especially in my personal life. I find myself to be so blessed. I've got so many things I can count that are blessings, but I have not taken the time to give God what is due to him. I have not even been taking the time to even go to church on top of all the things that God has done for me. So in my mind, I'm like, we've never really had such topics before. In his tone, you could hear what he was not trying to be funny. He didn't even find this funny. He was dead serious that, you know, on top of everything, like, the conversation got so serious. And obviously, what did I do in that instance? I was like, yeah, babe, I understand what you're saying. And really, you know, when I look at you, I can see you really are blessed. And you're a blessing to my life as well. That's why I love you. That's why I appreciate you. And then dude goes on about, you know, since I told you that there's a church that I recently discovered in Pretoria, this guy is from my country. He's from Malawi. He's from my country. The way he preaches, his preaching style is so different. And he's put on a light in my soul that had been switched off for a while. And, you know, as I am here now, I don't want to lie to you. I feel slightly guilty because I've been going to this guy. I think this Sunday is going to be the 4th, or I don't know whether he said 4th or 5th time he's going to be going to this guy's church, and he feels he wants to transform his life. This is this dude that's telling me this. Open my Lisa is telling me he wants to transform his life. So I'm like, oh, okay. So baby, what do you mean transform your life? He's like, there's so many wrong things that I've been doing in my life. And there's so many things I have not been showing gratitude for in my life. So I want to transform my life and I want to start doing things right. Yeah? You want to transform your life and start doing things right? Transforming your life, what does that mean? No, Permittee. The thing is, you know, there's a lot of things I've been assessing about my life. And there are some things that I personally myself am not happy about that I'm doing and what. You know, rightfully speaking, Permittee, I'm not even supposed to be here. I'm a family man. I've got a house. I mean, I've got a wife. I've got kids. I should, whatever spare time that I have, which is not at my business or whatever, I should be spending with my family and not really outside of my wedlock. I knew then that trouble has entered. Trouble has come walking into my relationship. And it wasn't even a matter of this guy has another new girlfriend or whatever. No. That guy could have very easily had another girlfriend and I wouldn't have even noticed, because like this guy, the way he was speaking is a way that he had never spoken to me before. After that conversation, okay, guy going on about the church, what. In a few days afterwards, we were talking on the phone. Dude is like, baby girl, I won't be able to see you this week. I am going to Malawi with my pastor. All of us are driving through. It's not only me and him. It's a couple of us. We're going to Malawi, but apparently the pastor is there. And he was referring to the pastor as Major One. At that time, Donna, I did not even know who Major One is. Donna, it took me very long. Like, I had been hearing about this church in Pretoria for the longest time, but I'm like, I'm in Joburg and I don't care about what's happening in Pretoria. Pretoria affairs are not my affairs, so I didn't really care about what was happening in churches in Pretoria and whatever. And I know. There are a lot of people in Johannesburg that are traveling all the way to Pretoria to Bishori's church. I know that. But me, as Pemiti, I was not interested because I just find Pretoria to be so far for me. So I don't want to be interested in Pretoria affairs. I mean, obviously, Donna, this guy was driving all the time from Randburg to Pretoria. So, yeah, so when I called this guy, now he's telling me he's going to Malawi. They're driving with the pastor. They're going to my what, yeah, and I'm like, oh, okay. After some time, after that, dude is like, okay, so have you thought about joining the church? He's asking me after. I'm like, yeah, thought about joining the church, but baby, Pretoria is fun. No, but Pamela, this church is not like the churches that you probably know. This church is very different. This man of God is very different. Like, this dude, he's giving some contributions to the church. No, baby, I'm on my way to the bank. I want to go and get some money because there's some things that we're doing at the church. Almost every single conversation that I was now having with this guy would never end without him mentioning something about the church. Whether he's going to give contributions at the church. And Yana and the pastor, they were like this. Me and the pastor are doing what? Then, from there on, my dude started being scarce. When we talk on the phone, Madlisa is now a family-orientated man. He's now family vibes. Like, he's trying to collect his life. He's living the straight and narrow. He's what. Slowly, so deteriorated my relationship. My relationship ended with the dude. Last couple of times that we spoke was always church, pastor, and don. But it was never about me anymore. It was never about, baby girl, I love you, I'm coming through anymore. It just fizzled out and it ended. That is how I lost my man to Prophet Major One Bishori. That is how my story goes, Dwanayam. Before you drop off, before you dump me now, before now dump, press the subscribe button up here. And then hold on. Wait for me until I come back with my next story time. I love you, Ndwana. I love you, Bosana. And I love you, Wabutbadi, Empete, so Bari Tampas was for gone.